This is a Lionel Big Boy, and it's a first generation Big Boy. And how you can tell is by this large Pitman motor. The first generation is the only generation that had this Pitman motor. All the other generations had separate individual motors for each truck. They were standing horizontally, one for this truck and one for the forward truck. Unfortunately, the electronics no longer worked on this engine and there are no parts available, so a couple of choices were either put it on a shelf or try to make it work. And what I did was I tried to use an Electric Railroad Cruise M, but unfortunately it is not conducive to this generation. So my other choice was to use a Cruise Commander, and this is a Cruise Commander from Electric Railroad. And also installed down here is a puffer board that a friend of mine has made, and what it does is it coordinates the puff to the chuff. And I was able to keep all the lights except for the firebox. The firebox, I couldn't wire it up to the Cruise Commander, but what I did was, from Evans Design, there is flickering lights for a firebox for fire, and I installed that, and you'll see that on the boiler when I put it together and I get it to run. The other thing I had to do is I had to make a little tether here because I had to get the signal from the boiler to the tender for the sound, and this is what it all sounds like when it's all put together. And here you can see the lights, the marker lights, the little other light, and the reverse light. So I was able to get everything to work, except for, like I said, the firebox. And you will see this all come together once I put the shell on. But you could also see I have the side lights are all working too. All these little side lights, I got them to work as well. I will be making a video very shortly with the boiler and everything installed and with smoke. Well, we finally got her all back together again. So we're going to power her up, get it running, and making sure everything's working like it's supposed to. Got our headlights, marker lights, numbers board. Got our side lights working, one there, another one there, and there's one back here. We also have our firebox is working, and we do have cab lights, a little hard to see at this angle, but they're there. And she already started smoking. And cranked her up, and we have the synchronized puff and chuff. Oh, that looks really good. Got crew talk.
How's that track look? Are we clear? Over. Negative. All chickens in. Over. Roger that. Out.
Dispatch talk.
Dispatcher here, please hold to track orders. Over. Roger that. Out.
And of course we have our tender lights, marker lights, and a little dome light, and the reverse light. And we do have a operating coupler. So she's all back together and running like she should be. And as you noticed, I also have control of smoke on and off with my handheld controller. Running good and ready to go, put back in service.